Good evening.
Hello.
From home.
Oh.
6 feet. 6 feet.
6 feet away.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of The Wanger Show.
Another one.
Another one. This is
Cody?
episode, that's Cody. This is episode 291, and that would be Ninjask. That's the Pokemon. Ninjask. Do with that what you will. This is The Wanger Show, episode 291, a show where 3, sometimes only 2, friends come together, have a good old time, chat, talk about movies, television, pop culture. And which is your favorite Try Guy? Brian, who's your favorite Try Guy?
I still don't know what that is.
Are you in the zeitgeist? Are you aware?
No, I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah, me too. I've never watched him.
Recording in progress.
Hey,
Are
I
you
got
joking? Or you
no,
really
actually,
know
in the past couple of months, actually, Amber and I, one of those videos popped up randomly, and in one of the guys, Keith, he
on YouTube or
on YouTube, yeah,
okay.
Because I think Amber watched them first when they were at like BuzzFeed, and they would do a bunch of fun little videos, and then they branched off and did their own things. But they have a series called like Eat the Menu or something like that, where they literally eat the entire menu of various restaurants and stuff. And so,
Whoa.
Amber and I watched one. We're like, hey, this is pretty cool. This is making us hungry. And then we just watch a shit ton of them.
Is that the concept? They just try everything?
Yeah. It's like the World Girls, but for guys. But they did it first.
They're just called the Try Guys.
The Try Guys, yeah.
That's just what's others that they only try food, or do they try?
They do everything. They'll try lingerie. They'll try doing nails. They'll cook food. A bunch of different things. It's like they're like a very, very huge company. And I only bring that up because there was I only bring it up because they recently had like a little bit of a scandal.
I know. I saw that people were posting on the Instagrams like, we got rid of one guy.
Yeah,
and he's no longer with us.
Yeah, I don't really care too much, but that's the only reason I was just like, oh, that's in the zeitgeist, and I kind of just wanted to see. I was like, do you know what any of that is? Because I know you're not.
Well, I googled it and I was like, what is all this? I have no idea. But I don't know YouTubers or social media stars or any of that stuff. I feel like I'm like too old for that stuff.
Yeah, me too.
Not like
yeah.
Not like I'm just like too old, too cool. Like I just literally do not get it. Like,
yeah. You know, there's so many YouTube channels out there too. It's just like I never heard of them until like this year, really. And then, well, actually, Eric, he actually does commentaries with Miles, and Miles, I think, shoots videos for them and stuff, or does a podcast with. He does something with them too.
So he's connected somehow.
I think so. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure. I don't know. We'll ask Eric. Let's text Eric. What do you know?
Speaking of Eric, made a whole video of it with us.
He
with
did.
The Wangers.
He did not have to do that.
Yeah.
He was so sweet. So I wish there were I had a couple funny jokes he didn't put in it, but whatever. Whatever.
I was barely in it.
I was barely in it.
Yeah. When did we talk about that on the show previously?
I feel like we did. Yeah. I feel like we talked about it here and there.
Okay. For those of you who don't know, we did commentaries with Eric Striffler on his Pretty Much It channel.
Yeah.
For the original Addams Family and the original Munsters TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
Did it? Wangers.
I think we did like 3 episodes each.
Was it 3? I remember we did the beginning and the finale.
Oh, maybe it was 2 each. Yeah.
I don't know if we did like a middle. I think we were like trying to see like, can we do a middle? But it was like a lot.
Yeah.
But Eric made like a highlight video and it's on his page right now.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, go check it out. I'll link down below. Post it up here. One of the little things up above or something.
He still brings it up because the Munsters is out.
Yeah.
Or is it not out yet?
Yes, it is.
Zombie.
Yes.
It's on Netflix? I can watch it?
You can watch it now. Yes.
Oh, wow.
I actually haven't asked him like what his opinion on it, because I'm sure he's watched it. He's had to have by now.
Or probably at least to do a commentary.
Or at least, I don't know if he would watch it first or watch it raw while doing a commentary.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure. But
because he's a Munsters guy. I'm an Addams Family guy. I can't wait for the Wednesday Addams TV show or series.
Yeah. That actually looks really great. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not out till November, which is pretty ridiculous.
I mean,
but at least they're like taking their time with it. They're not rushing it out.
One of the Addams Family movies is kind of a Thanksgiving movie, so maybe that's what they were going for.
Yeah, I don't know.
We did a commentary for that one.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
Addams Family Values is great. But yeah, so did you watch the Munsters, or you just
as a kid or like
no, like
the movie
the new one.
No, I didn't see. I've had like the
watch it?
Blu-ray too. I got 2 copies of the Blu-ray. I didn't mean for that,
Ooh.
but I got copies for it, and I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, it doesn't look good, and I hear it's not good. But
I heard it was just fine. Like it was okay. I heard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't hear too much negativity out of it, but I also haven't been seeing it much in like the zeitgeist. I don't see too many people like talking about the Munsters.
Like no one was talking about the Munsters.
Yeah.
Something from 70 years ago now. I don't even know.
So I mean, if you keep your expectations low a little bit, like with a certain movie we'll talk about in a hot second, then maybe it's just like, hey, you know what?
It wasn't bad.
That wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
So yeah. But I'll check it out. I'm honestly probably only gonna watch the movie just for Eric. Like
What do you mean?
Just because like I want to like support him, and I don't know, like
That doesn't support him at all, though.
no, it doesn't. But you know, I just do it for him, and just so I can be like, hey, I saw that.
Yeah.
Are you happy?
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, if we do a commentary on it, but I don't even know if like that would be fun because it just looks bad.
I don't know.
But I don't know.
You never know. Yeah,
It's
you never
spooky
know.
season now, so
It's
I'm
fucking spooky season.
in the mood for the spookiness.
Oh yeah, dude. I've been all weekend horror movies. All flipping weekend.
All weekend. What are you watching?
So I finished up the 28 movies. Watched those.
Just 2 of them?
Just the 2.
The days and the weeks?
It's the days
later?
and the weeks.
Okay.
We need the months and then the years. We need it all. 28 TV series or something. I was watching a bunch of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies.
Nice.
Watched pretty much all of them. I just need to watch. I'm not gonna watch the remake. Don't need to do that. Just New Nightmare is the last one on my list.
Wait, so you have it all on Blu-ray, or how'd you
I
watch
do.
it?
Yeah. Most of them are streaming. Yeah.
On like HBO Max?
HBO Max. I believe all of them are streaming on HBO Max except for. Oh, I haven't watched Freddy vs. Jason, but I've seen that so many times.
That one's fun.
Nightmare 4, the Dream Master. That's the only one for some reason that's not on.
Is that a different company or something?
No, I think it's all New Line. It could be slightly different, but yeah, for some reason that one wasn't streaming on HBO Max, but all the other ones are. Yeah.
Huh. Now I still because I know we did a commentary for 3 for Dream Warriors.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I haven't seen 4, and is New Nightmare 5? Or there's
New
a 5?
Nightmare. It's not in canon with the rest of them, but if you're looking at them in like the order of the films, it's the 7th film.
7. Oh
yeah.
my God. So there's 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my God.
You've got Dream Warriors, the Dream Master, the Dream Child, and then you have Freddy's Dead, the final nightmare, and then it's New Nightmare.
Yeah. Wow.
Which, to be fair, in Freddy's Dead, spoiler alert, sorry,
he died.
He's dead because that is canonically, I don't know if you say that word correctly, in canon. That is the final Nightmare on Elm Street within the those 6 original films.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, I need to. But didn't Wes Craven come back? He came back for 3.
He came back for New Nightmare.
No, he directed.
He wrote and directed New Nightmare. Yeah.
I thought he came back to direct like 4 too.
He may have had a hand in the script for there were a couple people that were. He's telling you you're wrong. He may have had a hand in Dream Warriors because Frank Darabont also wrote some of Dream Warriors as well.
Yeah, I know he co-wrote Dream Warriors.
Yeah,
but I thought he came back.
I think maybe Craven, if he came back for any of them, it would have been that one. But then because he was approached to come back to do another Nightmare after Freddy's Dead, and so Craven was like, all right, fine, let me take a look at these fucking movies and see what I can do. And he was like, I don't want to continue any of this bullshit.
It's so
but
bad.
He had an idea for New Nightmare about making it meta and like in the real world ever since, I think, Dream Warriors. So he's kind of had that idea floating around. And so he was getting pressure from like studio, like, hey, let's do it. And so he just incorporated that into the film. And like, it's crazy when you watch the movie.
It's so meta.
It's so meta to the point where like Bob Shea, who's like the main producer, he's in the movie, but he's in all the movies. He's always like, I want to be a cameo because I'm putting up the money. And so he plays a role. There's like one co-executive producer or something like that that's also in the movie as a main character. It's crazy. Like there's so many, like it's nuts. Wes Craven plays himself. Robert Englund plays himself. Heather Langenkamp. It's great. It's really good.
Okay. Yeah, I'll check. I want to check out New Nightmare.
Yeah.
Because that was like the first meta, but like 2 years before Scream.
Yeah. New Nightmare walked so Scream can run.
Got it.
If that's how you say that saying. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a saying.
Or New Nightmare slept so Scream could dream.
Oh, that's a saying too. It could be.
Sure. New Nightmare was hungry, so Scream could eat. I don't know.
Yes.
I'm trying to think.
Exactly.
I don't know. But yeah, the Nightmare movies. Check them out. I think they're my favorite. Those are my favorite franchises out of all. Because even the bad ones
are fun.
Yeah, there's some cool, like, fun stuff in those ones.
It's the third highest grossing horror series of all time.
So,
behind
Paranormal Activity.
One? No.
Really?
Well, in like think of how many other movies there are in other franchises.
Oh, okay, so, well, Friday has the most.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that number 1 then?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. And Halloween's not number 2, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Oh shit. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I would have thought that Paranormal Activity that's got to be at least like top 5 because those movies made so much freaking money, or even the Saw movies.
Yeah. I mean, what I read on Wikipedia, it said that Nightmare was number 3.
Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, it makes sense.
Now that I'm seeing like other ones, like this list includes The Mummy.
Oh, well,
but that's not.
If you're looking in terms of franchises, I mean, there was the original Mummy. Isn't there like Frankenstein versus the Mummy or some shit like that, or Werewolf?
This is counting the Brendan Fraser Mummy.
Yeah, maybe it's just all mummy movies in general, I guess. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
It's good shit. Yeah, so watch the Nightmare movies, and then went away from the spooky stuff to get into some family-friendly stuff. I did rewatch the original Hocus Pocus because I hadn't seen it. Actually, I don't even remember if I watched it last year, but it feels like it's been a minute since I've actually seen it. I love Hocus Pocus. Big fan of it. And I wanted to watch that one because Hocus Pocus Part 2 came out this weekend, which I think I just like was sitting around and I looked at my phone. I was like, hey, Hocus Pocus 2's out now. Let's watch it.
No idea.
I knew it was like coming out, but I was like, okay, it'd probably come out at some point in October.
Yeah.
September 30th, you know.
It's like the day before.
The first weekend. Yeah.
But there have been posters everywhere. There's giant billboards.
I feel like I never saw like a trailer. Like, did they have a trailer? I don't remember.
I mean, maybe like, but you don't watch like TV.
No, Like I didn't see any. I might have seen like a YouTube ad, but like I saw the movie pretty clean. I think I'd seen stills from them, and yeah, I've seen the poster.
And they're not going to put a trailer up before Smile. You know?
No.
Like it's such a different thing.
And it's also it's also straight to Disney Plus too. So like that wouldn't be like a theatrical trailer. Anything, so
yeah. So, but I mean, I'm sure they targeted like all the right demographics of like, what are the kids watching that are going to watch this movie? Let's throw a trailer over there
because you have
TikTok.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some TikTok stuff because you have to think like, because this movie's the first one was a movie for kids. Those kids are grown up now, and they probably have kids now, and they're showing this to their kids. So this movie has to kind of balance out, the nostalgia for the old folks, and then bring in some new stuff. Because I even like saw posts from friends who had like Hocus Pocus night, and like. One of my good friends, she like had a watch along, like all their friends got together to watch this movie and stuff.
Wow!
So this movie's the original was a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I mean, it probably didn't do well in the box office, but like it's one of those movies like it just stood the test of time.
Yeah.
And just became a thing to watch every Halloween. And I think that's the story I read where Bette Midler was like online and people would see things like every Halloween of like everyone freaking out about Hocus Pocus.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, why don't we do another one? Like,
yeah.
People are going nuts for it.
It is. Yeah.
Another one.
It does feel weird that it's been like
I think
20 years. Yeah.
Or 19 years. It was like one number off. It's like, just wait a year. You could,
yeah.
like
It could have been released on the 20-year anniversary. Or is it 30 years? 30 years.
Let me see. 93. Nightmare. Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus 1 was 93?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, then it would be 30 years next year.
Wow. Yeah, because even in the movie, they were like, oh, it's been 29 years. Why don't you just do 30 years? Like,
just round it up.
just round
like,
it up.
Even in the movie, like, it doesn't matter that it's now. Like, just say it's next year.
Yeah. But no, it didn't do well. And I think the thing that made it boost up more were either VHS/DVDs and then Blu-ray sales. I think those eventually did it. But then also, like, AMC Family, which I think is now, like, Freeform, like, they would run that shit. And, like, I think because I just worked on a video for this, so I should know, like, exactly the details. But they said
Disney
that
Home Video or what?
Like, I think, like, when it first debuted on, like, AMC Family, like, millions of people tuned in to watch it and stuff. So
yeah, I mean, it's iconic. There's the witches, there's the family, there's Max, there's Binks, there's
Thackeray Binks,
there's Thor Birch, there's my childhood crush in Vanessa Shaw.
Oh yeah, she's great.
She was like smoking.
I think she's in the Hills Have Eyes remake.
Oh, she's in that.
Yeah,
she was in a movie called Ladybugs.
Yeah.
Ladybugs, where Rodney Dangerfield coached
soccer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. When because when I rewatched the first and we're gonna talk about Hocus Pocus 2, and by the way, we'll probably do some spoilers for that movie too. I don't know how much is there really to spoil, but we'll kind of we'll have a time, since it's pre-recorded, we'll have time codes down below. So
nice.
Yeah. And also, by the way, make sure you hit the like button, comment down below. That helps us out. Share the video with all your friends and family. Do the whole thing. Patreon. We're gonna have a couple of spooky month commentaries, I'm sure. I've actually been wanting to make, because we've done a bunch of scary movies just across the board. I wanted to make like a graphic, like, here's all of our horror movies that we've done commentaries for, just to kind of like let you know if you're in like the Halloween spirit and you want to hear us talk over some movies this month and you want to check out the Patreon, then be sure to do that. I'll have that posted at some point on the community tab. Yeah. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the first Hocus Pocus. There's a bunch of jokes in there. I was like, oh wow, like dang. Like, this is a kid's movie, but like they're not holding back. They're like,
well, that's the cool part. Like when the three witches go to the director's house. Is Gary Marshall
and Penny Marshall.
Penny Marshall, yeah. Mm-hmm. Like that whole sequence makes no sense, or it's like it could just totally be removed.
Yeah,
but it's like an iconic sequence.
It's just because it's the two of them that are in the scene. Yeah,
where like he's just flirting with these women, and they think they're like trying to sleep with him.
Yeah.
And the wife is just like this ugly wife.
Yeah. She's like, I lost 3 pounds.
Yeah. Like that stuff is not meant for kids. No. The virgin stuff too. They even mention, they make a joke in the second one where it's like, what's a virgin?
Oh yeah. That's cute. Yeah. I thought it was a cute little joke.
But the original, when the kid, Danny, talks to the police officer in quotes, she's like, and he's a virgin. And
he's like, he goes up. He's like, are you a virgin? He's like, I'll put a sign on it. Yeah, that was the funny thing. They really, really like honed in on the virgin jokes up until the very end. Like I don't know if you remember, but like when Thackeray and Emily, his sister, reunite, kind of whatever, and they move off to the afterlife or whatever. She was like, what took you so long? And he was like, I had to wait for a virgin to light the candle. Like one last time.
He really said that?
He said that's the final line in the movie.
I don't remember that.
I almost wish they cut to Max and he was just like, come on. Like, I saved the day.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I'm a virgin.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
He's also like 16 or 17 in the movie. It's like, it's cool.
But and he's also in a new world. Like, he has no friends because he moved across the country. He's California.
California.
or L.A., Hollywood.
I like when she's like, he's a little leaguer, and then the two the bullies are like, whoa, whoa.
These
guys
bullies
are
are absurd. Was it ice?
Yeah.
Like shit like that. It's just so stupid but funny.
Yeah.
And just like that 90s like earnestness of like it's not trying to be overly funny.
Yeah.
Like it is. It's just silly.
It's just like naturally funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas the new one, like any new comedies nowadays, where it's like we have to be funny.
We have to be funny, and we have to be funny every single second. There are a couple times in this movie where I think some of them work, but like
in the second one,
like where they be going into there's a scene where they go into Walgreens, and like out of nowhere, Mary goes into the Walgreens and she farts like on the way in. It's just like the way like I mean I think fart jokes are funny, but it's just like you didn't need that. Like just
like why?
Yeah. And even in like the opening scene, I thought it was actually a funny joke, but it just seems so ADR. Where like the woman, it's in the opening scene in like the flashback, and the woman walks out, and Winifred passes her, and the woman turns around. She's like, "Oh well, that's all I needed for today," and goes back inside. It's like you didn't like need that. Like her just turning around and walking away. It's just like it should be funny already.
You don't need to like cover every silence with a joke.
Yeah.
Just to like have it.
That's like the Ghostbusters 2016 kind of thing where like they're just like walking to a door and they're just like
like, what if I do this?
It's like we don't need to
no
savor the jokes, you know?
Well, like the original cast, like Max isn't funny, Thora Birch isn't trying to be funny, or Danny character Vanessa, like it's just not like they're not like comedic people. Whatever.
You should save I mean, the three of them, even in the second one, they work so well together. Like that's where all your comedy is coming from, you know?
Yeah. And the original, like the comedy comes from the situations or the stupid thing that like Danny says where he's like,
Yobos.
or she says like, he likes your, Bobos?
Or I think it was like yabos.
Yabos.
Which is such a weird word for boobs, but hey.
He likes your yabos.
Yeah. She's like, I can't wear a dress like that. I don't have what do you call Max? Yabos.
Like stuff like that. Like it's small things, but they're not like going off the wall like crazy.
Yeah.
And then Vanessa just gives a look. Like she doesn't have like a quippy comeback.
Yeah.
And it just works.
Yeah.
And just like the awkwardness of that.
Yeah. And
whereas,
well,
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, and like Thackeray's pretty funny because he's a talking cat, so he's gonna have a little. They do cute little animations where he's like he paws him. Yeah, he like slaps him.
You could talk.
Yeah,
let's go.
Yeah, like that stuff's cute. And then Billy Butcherson is just like in the first one because he doesn't talk that much. Just like his movements in general is just like like that shit. Like that's hilarious.
That was so good. Doug Jones in the original. I mean, he's in the new one too, but they gave him like way too much to do.
Yeah, well, now that's just like they cut open his mouth. So and that actually makes me happy a little bit because Doug Jones like he doesn't talk too much and like he's always playing creatures and stuff.
Well, didn't he talk in the first one?
He talked at the very end after he cut his lips open and he told Winifred to F off.
Yeah, like I thought that was fine, but this one they just like, all right, let's have him play darts at the carnival.
Yeah. They got to do like so, and also like oh yeah, he was just sleeping the whole time. Like he just like wakes up.
Yeah,
he's just there.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
but he had an accent in the second one. Like he's Australian.
Oh, I don't remember.
Did he have that in the first one?
I thought I mean, it's his voice. I don't know if Doug Jones is Australian.
He's not Australian. Like he's like blimey. Like it just sounded like very accented. But I don't know.
Not the politician Doug Jones. Somebody else. Hold on.
There's a real Doug Jones politician?
Yeah, I guess so. No, this guy's American.
Yeah, I don't know. I just remember an accent during the movie. But yeah, the second one.
Let's get into it. Hocus Pocus 2. See the time code right there. If you hadn't seen this movie yet, we're probably said some stuff already, but it's nothing too crazy to spoilers, except maybe some stuff in the ending. But there'll be another time code below when we end that conversation. So, but yeah, Brian, Hocus Pocus 2, general thoughts?
It was fine. It was doable. Like when you were saying earlier, when you were setting it up, like we were kids when the first one came out. Now, like people have kids, and this is going to be their movie. But it like having that gap between sequels is tricky because we're fans of the first one, but we're also in our 30s.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be like a kids movie still, and should toe the line.
Yeah.
Of like being like for adults because we are fans of that show or that movie. But you also don't, I mean, you're not gonna make it rated R or PG-13 even, but just have some jokes in there that are just like for adults a little.
Yeah.
Like even like we were mentioning, the first one has some jokes for adults. And that's why like it doesn't feel like necessarily a kids movie.
Yeah.
Like it feels like a grown-up kids movie, the original I'm talking about.
Right.
Where this one, it's like tonally just like it's all over the place. And at the point there's like 2 musical numbers.
Yeah.
Like why? Because the first one had one that made sense.
Yeah,
like,
it
totally
did.
made sense.
Yeah.
But this one, like the
first thing they do is they open up in a musical number. It's so jarring.
Yeah, it's so weird. Yeah. And then like I get it. Like the one character is like, who are they performing for?
Yeah, that's funny.
I don't like that.
Oh,
no. I say no.
Oh,
I say no.
He says no.
Like just because you reference it, just because you point it out, doesn't make it okay.
Yeah.
When it's just like weird, like that they just open up with a musical number. I don't know, but I don't know. Overall, it was fine.
Yeah,
I did fall asleep towards the end, but I was tired.
Yeah.
But, but it was passable.
Yeah, I think so too. I didn't go in thinking like much like how good could this possibly be. When you do a movie. I think we've seen like time and time again of like if you're waiting for so long for a sequel, it's probably not going to be,
It's Top Gun.
Well, granted there are exceptions.
There's
for sure,
1 or 2.
Yeah, there's a couple out there. But I mean, either do it or don't do it at all. But and I think like the only reason that I kind of agree with you. I think this movie was fine. I think it was actually pretty sweet at points.
The ending
really I thought was very, very sweet. I think just like when that first movie was made, it was just a different time. That's how like kids movies were made, and now kids movies now are made just a little bit different. But I do agree with you that I think try to incorporate something for the kids that watched it back then that are now adults, and that is not just nostalgia, because like that. There are references to the first movie, and they changed some stuff up, which I was like, okay, that's cool. That makes sense.
Oh, they changed events or something?
They didn't like retcon anything, but they, Sam Richardson's character like was around for the first one, and he actually references like a couple of bullies. I thought that was like that's a perfect mix of like the old and the new, where he literally says like a couple of bullies took my candy. I was like, okay, that's probably Iceman and his friend or whatever, but he also witnessed the ending of the first movie of the witches, and he's been obsessed with them ever since. And I'm like, okay, that's nice.
But that character wasn't in the original, right?
No,
unless he's like in the background or something.
I don't. Yeah,
probably not even.
Probably not even.
Because like what Halloween Ends did, where like they take the kids from the first Halloween and have them grow up, like that's kind of cool, right? Isn't that what happened?
Halloween Ends or Kills?
Or Halloween Kills.
Yes, yeah.
They take real characters from the original,
and
just have them grow up and just still be a part of the world.
Yeah,
which I kind of dig.
In theory, I do, but it's also like then you start to like think too much, because you're like, really, this nurse that had one encounter with him is hanging out in the, and you're just like, if you think if that's the thing, if the story is good, then you should be focusing on that, and you don't think about the tiny little details. But then when stuff gets weird and wonky and it's not that great, then your mind starts to wander, and then you're like, why is this nurse hanging out with these 2 younger people? Like, I get them coming to the bar and like celebrating surviving this guy. I mean,
you're like, but it wouldn't make sense like year after year. Like, why would they do that? That no one left the town. Like, maybe.
I think there's some themes in there about like staying in your hometown and stuff that just kind of get muddled in the rest of the movie, maybe. But like, with the way they treated Sam Richardson's character, I think that's his name, right? I'm saying that correctly.
Yeah. The guy, I thought he was fine.
He was fine. He's hit or miss sometimes, like because he's hilarious in Veep. I think he's so funny.
He's in Veep?
Oh yeah. Oh dude, he's so good in Veep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've seen him in the After Party, that Apple TV Plus show.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I was like, it's fine. I've heard so many because I think he's from the Detroiters.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Like, and everyone just like loved that show. That watched it.
Yeah,
it was him and I want to say Tim Robinson from SNL. Like, it was just those two guys, and they're like, these guys are the funniest fucking guys ever.
Yeah.
So now, like, because that was a thing, they're like, all right, let's put Sam Richardson in everything. But I didn't know he was great in Veep.
He's
like,
fucking yeah. He's so because he plays a character. Like I feel like a lot of his performances in movies, he just kind of plays the same.
Yeah.
Just like a little bit of bumbling kind of, which he is a little like. He's not like a bumbling idiot in Veep. Like he's just a very like once you see him, like that's like it's just I see him as that character in Veep. He's like that good in it.
I love that.
Yeah.
And Tony Hale too. Tony Hale's in Veep.
Tony Hale's also in Veep.
And he's in Hocus Pocus too, which I thought his scenes were funny.
I thought he's just like he can't like not be funny to me. Even when he's annoying, like it's just his whole thing in the movie about getting the candy apple. It's just so fucking funny.
Like he was great, and even as the not proctor,
the Reverend,
in the beginning, I was like, oh my god, like this guy's so funny.
Yeah,
just facial expressions, timing, like everything he does is just so freaking funny.
Yeah. I saw him when you see him in the beginning, and then I was like, oh, is that all we're gonna get? But then he plays like the descendant of that person. I was like, great,
the exact guy.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's perfect.
So good.
Yeah.
But also the very beginning, I thought was fantastic.
With the kids.
Yeah.
I like
the first 10 minutes, the cold open, whatever the flashback.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the girls that played the younger version of the
spot on.
They were so funny.
Yeah,
like especially the lead doing the teeth the whole time, having the hair, and then the one that does the mouth thing with the other witch.
Oh, Mary.
She's just like ugh.
Which people were pointing out that she did it on the other side of her mouth.
Oh, it was wrong?
It was on the wrong, but I think there was a reason why she did it on the other side. I saw a headline, I just didn't look into it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But I thought they were great. I was thinking like if they do like a prequel series,
they could have just have the three of them.
Have those kids like what's their life in like 1653?
Because there's a big gap from that and then when they're killed in the opening of the first movie.
Yeah, it goes to like 1683 or 93 or something.
The first one when they die, it's 1693 or is it 1893? One of those. Oh yeah, it'd be 1693. Duh.
Yeah. So yeah, it just jumps 40 years and then they die.
Yeah.
But I was like, have a series with those guys. They're funny.
There's plenty of them. That makes the most sense too.
Yeah.
Because they, not to like jump too ahead, but they do kind of. There's a post-credit scene too.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
no.
yeah. It's nothing
at the very, very end.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It's nothing too crazy, but it's just like that black cat that was roaming around. That's not Thackeray Binks.
And doesn't talk.
That doesn't talk. It's just like walking around in the little magic shop. And it jumps up on a cabinet, and there's a little box that says, I think it says BL number 2, like black light, or BC number 2, like black candle number 2. Like there was a spare black candle in there. Yeah. So they can kind of like, they can come back again,
Yeah. The Sanderson sisters again?
Yeah. But I think like Disney Plus series, I think they could. Especially you bring in what's her face from Ted Lasso.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that today or right now.
Smoking.
She's Smoke Show.
So hot. She's so gorgeous. Oh my god.
For some reason, you think she's like the hottest.
Dude, there is something about extremely tall women too. That's just like
British,
this is
or just tall.
That British is cherry on top. That's just like they sound even smarter. It was like the same thing with when Resident Evil came out. The big tall lady, everyone was simping over her. She's just like so hot. Like yes,
you
command me, command me.
She's fine.
Boss me around. Put a leash on me and walk me around. I'll do it.
Okay. Wow. All right.
I'll do whatever you want. I'll be your Billy Butcherson. Why not?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll sacrifice my head for you.
I'll do it. Shame.
Yeah.
Shame me up.
Oh, that was her that did that?
That was her.
Oh, wow.
Smoking in that, too.
Well, she was fully covered.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But yeah, that opening was great.
Again, the opening was fantastic.
Yeah.
And then we get into it, and then the three main girls in the present day are kind of forgettable, in my opinion.
I'll take somewhat forgettable. I thought they were, like, just fine. I'm just glad they weren't annoying.
Oh, they weren't, like...
Yeah, like they were literally there just in service of the Sandersons. You know what I mean?
yeah, like the second movie is like, here's the Sanderson sisters.
Yeah.
Whereas the first one, it's like there's a mix of Max and Danny and
Yes.
the other girl.
And then that was the filmmakers literally like, okay, everybody loves the Sandersons. We're gonna give them so much shit to do, which I was actually surprised with. I thought we were gonna get like very, very small snippets of them, but they were all over this movie.
They came back. Bette Midler's like, fuck it, like let's go.
Let's do it.
They brought Sarah Jessica Parker too. Like, I'm in it. I'm in it. Let's go. Let's go to Walgreens.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Let's just like do bit after bit after bit.
Dude, that Walgreens scene fucking destroyed me. There was one part. It was just when Bette Midler like punches what's the actress's? She's my favorite. Mary's my favorite of the three.
Kathy Najimy or
yes.
something like that.
Like he she like
great.
punches her in the stomach and then like turns around and when she smacks Sarah Jessica Parker and it has that very like
Three Stooges.
Yeah, like
slap.
I had to rewind it and watch it again. It was so funny.
They were literally doing like the Three Stooges bit.
Yeah.
It's like whoop 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 whoop.
Yeah. And then putting the lotion on each other and they were drinking the lotion. It's great. It's great.
Yeah. They're eating the skin, like the face mask.
Oh, that part killed me too. She said, "Look, a face of a child." It's great. I loved it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff. That's the stuff between the three of them worked surprisingly more than I thought it would. It was just like, the musical numbers that were just like, well, even in the first movie, I was like, how do they know this song? How do they know the lyrics to this? But
it works.
It works.
But also,
yeah.
In the original, it works because they're at a place with a stage, and Max like announces them and then Bette Midler's like, "Thank you for that marvelous introduction."
Yeah.
And then they go into it,
and then they put a spell on everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, and it works. In this one, they're just like, "I'm gonna get you.
I'm gonna get you." Yeah, they play that song, and like again, I was like, how do they know that song?
But it's like, but that's also the second one because the first one they opened with some number I don't remember.
It's like we're back kind of thing. Yeah.
Well, is that what they closed with? Because then they have like a studio recording.
Yeah. That was just like a clearly like let's continue to celebrate these three. Yeah, that was like breaking fourth wall. Like they're literally like, hey girls, can y'all come in, make up and dress up, and then just do the song. Well,
I don't even think they were together because like they were all split screen.
Yeah.
Like no one was in the same room.
That was just like hey, we're having fun kind of. This has nothing to do with the story. We're just gonna sing and dance.
Yeah. So overall, I'm like, oh, it's fun.
Yeah. I thought it was a good old time. And even the ending I thought was very sweet. And she's her one thing that she loves the most was her sisters, and she they reversed it. I thought that was great. Yeah,
then they start to like fade away, and it's like really sad.
They did the Thanos Dustin.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, I don't feel so good."
Yeah, there was one moment I thought it was gonna turn, but I'm also kind of glad it didn't. It was when Sarah Jessica Parker, she was like, "No, I'm not a fool. Like I am somebody," and you kind of think for a moment that the sisters are gonna kind of turn on her. But then, I don't know, Winifred does something to her, and then Sarah Jessica Parker's like, okay, I'm so sorry. And then she just goes back to being stupid and cowardly. I thought that was great.
Oh, yeah. No, the timing's great.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love that they committed to it. They didn't just show up and collect a paycheck.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely. It did. It never felt like that. And the only thing that, like, when it makes sense as far as, like, where we are in the timing of just the world of, like, their brooms. Because obviously Winifred is they had the same kind of joke from the first one, but this one, Winifred has the broom. It's not Mary. What's Sarah Jessica Parker's?
I'm not sure, but she has like a Swiffer or something.
She has like a Swiffer, and then Mary has
two Roombas.
Like two Roombas, which makes, because she had a vacuum in the last one. So
original,
and Sarah Jessica Parker had a mop. So it all makes sense. It's all a little bit more modern. But they use that in the story, and they become like two little creatures or something, and they become pivotal to plot when they come and vacuum up the salt. I was like, oh, that's great. That's great. It comes full circle. Yeah.
It made sense. Like it, because when they got trapped in the salt and they were just there, I was like, all right. End of movie?
Yeah. No, and then Sarah Jessica Parker's is Sarah, by the way. Her name is just Sarah.
I don't know.
Sarah, Mary, and Winifred.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed all of those. Thought it was pretty sweet, and the main characters are kind of just like there. I thought the boyfriend of the other one
wasn't funny.
Yeah, he just wasn't funny at all.
Yeah, he's one of those annoying characters you're talking about. Like, as long as they're not annoying.
Yeah.
But that one, he kind of was. There was
too much.
one joke, when one of her friends, because the whole thing was that, like, they were a friend group, but then one got a boyfriend and then started hanging out with the cool kids.
Been there.
Yeah. But then the boyfriend was like, but we never made fun of you. We were just clowning around with you. And then her friends were like, well, when you point out shit that we do and say it's weird, that's making fun of us. And he's like, oh, shit.
Such a dumbass. Yeah.
I have to call a bunch of people.
I didn't think that part was funny, but they only cut to him like twice, but the Glenn character, because like there's a character named Glenn when like they're in the classroom, and then he's like, Glenn over there, and then Glenn, it cuts to Glenn.
Oh, the vampire guy?
He's in a vampire thing, and it comes back, he's like, that's so Glenn. I just like, that's so silly. And then when they're at the party, Glenn is in the background dancing, and everyone's like, go Glenn, go Glenn. And it's just like tiny little details like that. I was like, oh, that's sweet. That's cute.
Yeah. I like that.
And as much as the musical number at the like I think they called it like Screamfest, like the little festival that they were doing.
Yeah.
When they just redo the first movie where she puts everybody in a trance. I just thought the dance number was fun, at least, because everyone was like in sync doing the thing, going through the town and whatnot. And she's like, why is everybody going so slow?
Yeah, that was funny too. Where like they call it out. It's like, come on, we're trying to find these kids.
Yeah.
But you guys are slow.
Yeah, right. But yeah, overall, it's not a mess. Or I mean, it's a little messy, but it's not like a disaster.
It's not trash. Like, compared to, I don't know, other shows or movies that come back 30 years later.
Right.
Or 20 years later, and it's like, hey, here's this, here's that. Like, no. That's what I can appreciate. They just put effort into it.
Yeah, it's not like it couldn't even be a cash grab because it's straight to Disney. It's not a download grab. I don't know what would be the phrasing for it, but
I don't know how that contract works of like if they get a bonus if like more subscribers show up. Like, how do you calculate?
It's a brand new thing, and I think everyone's probably still learning the intricacies of all of that. But
they probably just paid them a buttload, and they're like, we know we're gonna make it back with all the Disney subscribers.
Yeah, they're Disney. Everybody. Yeah. I'd be curious to see how many people tuned in to watch that movie this weekend, or how many new subscribers they got from it.
Yeah.
So
it's a whole new world out there.
A whole new world. Hocus Pocus 2. There it is. Boom. Go check it out. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. If they do a third one, I can see them doing one more with all the Sanderson sisters proper. And then from there, like if those younger versions of themselves was received a lot more well, then get another opening with them as kids or something to set up the plot for the movie, and then branch off and do a Disney Plus series for the three of them.
Series, man.
And you can have Tony Hale come back as the Reverend.
Yeah,
he can be another character.
Still be the Reverend,
because they've had Tony Hale in their pocket since what, like Toy Story 4? Was he in Inside Out? I don't think he was, but
you mean like Disney?
Yeah. Because he was Forky, I think, in Toy Story 4. Toy Story Forky. Nice.
I was gonna look up Max. The guy who played Max is Omri Katz.
Yeah.
He hasn't
acted.
He was in a TV series in 2018, but before that, he acted in 2002 in a short.
Yeah, I think I know that Thora Birch. Because I was like, why didn't they come back? There had to have been some kind of reason. Like, Vanessa Shaw has done some stuff like here and there, but it's nothing too crazy.
I think I read that Thora Birch was just like busy.
Yeah, she had another project going on at the same time. So
yeah,
if they did a third one, I think there's room for them to kind of come back, and it's not like they didn't recast them. Their characters are technically in the movie on the little flashback when Sam Richardson sees them at the graveyard and whatnot. But it's it's from their, like, you can't see their faces or anything.
Yeah.
So
Thora Birch is in Wednesday.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, she's in 6 episodes of Wednesday.
Maybe that's what she was doing.
Maybe. And then another movie coming out called The Midway Point. I don't know what that is.
All right, Thora. Yeah. I see you.
Yeah, she's busy.
Well, there it is, folks. Hocus Pocus 2. What did you think? Did you enjoy it And are you a fan of the original? I feel like Cody wasn't a fan of the first Hocus Pocus or something.
I don't remember.
Maybe not a fan, or he's just like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
I don't
know. He didn't have a childhood.
Oh, that's right. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense then.
Well, he wasn't a Disney kid. He was a Nickelodeon kid. Even if it's Disney Home Video. I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, Hocus Pocus 2. Let us know what your thoughts. Did you see any other films over the weekend?
You talking to me? You're talking to the people out in the world?
There's no one else here.
I thought you meant like.
Oh yeah, what else did you see? Yeah, comment down below. What else did you see? But no, Brian, you.
Me specifically. Yesterday, Laura and I saw Barbarian.
Oh, ow! I also saw this film yesterday as well.
Oh, didn't you see it already or no?
I saw it this weekend for the first time.
Oh, Cody just saw it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I saw Don't Worry, Darling, because I support women in filmmaking, Brian.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I thought you and Cody were talking about it, but I guess Cody just talked about Barbarian.
He briefly mentioned it because he didn't want to say anything. What time did you see it yesterday?
Pretty early, like 6:45.
Oh, I almost went to that one. I went to like the 3:55 screening, I think.
Middle of the day?
Yeah.
Oh shit! It was empty.
No, it was pretty packed. It was a good sized theater, and which was perfect for this fucking movie.
Theater 13.
Theater 13. Yeah. Yes. So yours was probably like 1 or 2 right after me.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure you love this movie because this is like right up your alley.
Yes.
I'm like, this is fucking Christian Cody's movie.
Might be my favorite movie of the year. This is definitely a contender. Wait, before we say anything else, because I do want to preface by saying if anybody watching this movie right now has not seen it, I'm pretty sure Cody said the same thing last week. Tune out, go watch it, and come back. We are going to talk about the movie a little bit in detail, do some spoilers. Again, we're going to leave a time code right here down below because I think I did see some stuff and I know who was in the movie, but if you the more clean you go into the film, I think the better. Okay. But there was elements in the movie that I did not know about, and it threw me off, and it surprised me, and it was great. So go away if you haven't seen Barbarian. We're going to get into it right now and talk some details. But first, Brian, Barbarian.
What? Wait, what? So something in the trailer that you didn't know was in it, or what? What do you mean?
Oh, yeah. A big thing in the trailer. Because I think I saw the trailer in the theaters, and then when I saw the trailer, I was like, oh, okay, it just looks like a invasion. Something. I didn't think much of it. And then people started talking about it. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to research this. I'm just going to go and see the movie. And then you see it and you're like, oh, what the fuck?
The creature is what you're talking about?
Yes. Yeah.
That's in the trailer?
I know it's not. No.
Oh.
But I'm saying go in clean just in general. Just go in not knowing anything about the movie.
Okay.
Because
I watched the trailer or what?
No, because I was going to say, even aside from that, because I was listening to a couple of interviews that Zach Krager, I think that's his name, Zach Krager, the director, talk about. He said the marketing, like they were totally on board about, not spoiling stuff for the movie. So the trailer itself is incredibly misleading. But if you go in clean, most people might not know that Justin Long is in the movie because there's a pivotal moment where it shifts and it focuses on him. And if I saw that clean, I'd be like, oh my god, what a surprise! That's great.
Well, even the first 30 to 40 minutes are misleading.
It's pretty deep, dude.
Where it's like, I thought this movie was fine.
Okay. Okay.
I can appreciate it for what it did and the filmmaking behind it and the score and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The score was like,
that's what it separates it from. I think because a lot of people are comparing this to *Malignant*, and not in a story or tonal sense, but just in you think it's about one thing. And it turns into something completely different, Yeah. So I can see the comparison between the two, but this I think is a far superior made film, just in the shot composition and the specific lenses and framing that they use throughout the whole movie. It's just very intricate and well thought out. It's almost like perfect, as far as technically, everything that they were doing.
Technically, yes. Story wise, I have questions, but It reminded me more of X. I'm sure there's some comparisons maybe from people.
Yeah.
Where it's like this genre of absurdity horror.
Yeah.
It's just like it's supposed to be funny and stupid and silly, but dark and like
it fucked up, really messed up. It does, and this is just another reason why people in comedy need to do more horror films, because they
I would say no.
I want more movies like this, because this movie I think teeters the line of horror and comedy better than any other horror movie, at least that I've seen in a while. Because you are so sucked in this first, it almost feels like the first 45 minutes, like not even just a third of the way, like more than a third of the way.
It was great.
Yeah.
Like Bill Skarsgård, I always want to say Alexander, but it's Bill.
Yeah.
He was great. His chemistry with the main girl was great.
Georgina Campbell, I think.
Yeah, they were both fantastic. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm on board. I am on board. Like, he's creepy, but do we trust him? I don't know.
And that's
what's going on.
That's another thing too. If you go in, if people went into this movie clean, not knowing anything, you see Pennywise opening the door, and you're like, "Oh fuck, this guy's kind of spooky and creepy." Or at least if you don't recognize him right away, then you know. Then you're like,
I had no idea.
Oh, then you like, hey, that's Pennywise, that's Pennywise, and they're like, oh, he's probably a bad guy.
Yeah, you know. He was like pretty charming from what I gathered.
Like awkwardly charming too.
Yeah.
Like when he was like, I poured you tea. I noticed that you didn't drink the tea, so I had this wine bottle. I didn't open the wine bottle, so I figured we'd open it together. You know.
Yeah.
So it's like he's like, I love their dynamic, and especially when they're talking about like the role reversal. Like if I was in your position, I would not let you in this house.
Definitely not. Yeah. But then it shifts from them just being playful after drinking some wine, and he's like wrapped up as a ghost in some sheets. He does that whole thing.
I was waiting for like, I don't know, like the sheet to kind of like fall down and him turn it. Like I was just anticipating. I was like, what the fuck is happening? What is it going to? I was like, what is it going to be?
At that point, I was like, oh, well, I'm watching like a romantic comedy.
Yeah, you just want to see them keep going. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it turns. Yeah, then it gets nighttime.
Yeah.
Or no, she has her job interview.
Well, it does go nighttime because they set up the door because they very much focus on her locking the doors every single time.
Yeah.
And then after her drinking with him and getting comfortable, she forgets to do it. And then they have that moment where he's like, and he's doing something creepy at night, and you're like, what the fuck?
Well, he's having like night terrors.
Yeah.
But yeah, she can see him through the open door, which again, like the house is haunted. Like the doors just pop open and close on their own.
No, that was the creature.
Oh, that was the lady?
Yes.
She opened the door?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, because she comes out at night.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't think about that at the time.
Even when the door closes behind her, like that's got to be the creature. Well, I don't even know if I want to say creature, because like I don't know if it's a creature.
Well, that's another thing too.
Inbred child.
Yeah, after we watched it, Laura's like, so years of inbreeding caused that? Like just many years of inbreeding?
Because when the initial shock happens, I thought it was like a witch or something, you know? Like I didn't know what it was, but it almost just does. It kind of just doesn't matter. Like they're in there, they're part of that situation, and they just have to get out.
Well, that's why I wish like they didn't like. With horror movies, it's like the information you give kind of removes information that you're planting, or putting into the movie. Because like if they didn't have the backstory and show the old man inbreeding all this, then it's just a fucking creature. Then it's just like, I don't know, some underground creature that has, I don't know. Yeah. But then then you start thinking like, oh, it's just inbred. But like, why is it like what?
I don't know how many inbred children. I don't know how that works. So
I can go into that and just like come out at night like that. And
it could have also been. I mean, maybe there was an original version where they explained none of it. Yeah. And it just kind of was. Maybe that was like a studio note where like you have to give something. But I'm glad like the stuff that the information that they do give you isn't like they don't. You know, like the
beat you over the head with
it. Yeah, the old man that's sitting down there. He didn't have a scene with Justin Long where he was just like, "Oh, I like doing these." You know, like he doesn't go
monologue.
No. It's just weird and fucked up.
I was a scientist and I tried to save my wife.
Yeah.
But the procedure went wrong and now she's this, but I try to preserve her.
Yeah.
But she wants to save babies and treats everyone like a baby.
Yeah, that's why I think yes, I think that's why it toes the line so perfectly because you see that like the VHS of the woman like breastfeeding and this thing clearly just wants to be like a mother to somebody, you know? And so like that's, you get that tiny little information without it being too much. And I think it works.
Yeah. That stuff like that works. So then.
Oh yeah. So yeah, after that awkward night that they have with each other, then she goes into her job meeting. She
goes to the job meeting, then she comes back. Bill.
Before she leaves, because when we arrive in the neighborhood, you don't see the other houses. It's so dark. And then by the time she steps outside and she sees the neighborhood, she's like, "Oh shit, this is the only house on this block."
It's just trash.
Yeah.
It's like a crack house street of just like nothingness.
This could also be its own subgenre of horror too, is Detroit horror films.
Yeah.
It's just another.
Is that Malignant or
no? I don't know.
What are you saying?
I don't think Malignant was, but like Don't Breathe. It Follows. There's another one.
I didn't know that. I haven't seen those.
Like they like utilize their small towns to like to tell, because there's a lot of like the 8 Mile stuff where it's just like nothing but abandoned houses and stuff.
Yeah. And then we see like what looks like a bum like chase after her.
The second he came out, he's like, he's trying to warn her.
Yeah, immediately I'm like, he's obviously saying don't go into that house.
Right.
But to her, it's like just some crazy guy.
Yeah.
Some bum who's like crackhead. I don't know. But he doesn't. He just leaves. He doesn't like yell at her like there's a monster.
Yeah. He eventually just like takes off. Yeah.
He's like, fuck it. The movie has to happen.
Right.
So like some stuff like that where like the movie has to happen. So like when she comes back and she finds underground, and she keeps going further and further down.
Yeah.
But there's a joke where she's like, nope. And she's like,
Zach Krieger actually talks about that in an interview I was watching, because he's friends with Jordan Peele, and they were I think they were filming around the same time, and that was I think they
Nope in this one.
Yeah, but they had this in without, and he only knew Nope just from like the title. He didn't know much, but he actually showed this movie to Jordan Peele to be like, "Hey, what do you think? Like, are you cool with that Nope line?"
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Yeah, dude, fucking keep that in. That's great." He even
that's
said
that's a general line.
Yeah,
not,
of course.
You can't like, trademark the word nope.
No, of course. And not that he would, but everybody's going to be thinking that, because that's a very similar moment.
It's very,
Zach Krieger even said that Jordan Peele's wife walked out of the movie like while they were screening it for them. Like just because she was like, I can't watch this anymore. Like she was so like grossed out by it. Yeah.
Chelsea Peretti?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's great.
She's great. But yeah, so then she goes down. Wait, so she
goes down.
She comes where she gets trapped, and then she gives him the keys.
Yes.
On the outside.
Yeah. So she goes down originally just because she's curious, and then she gets locked in there.
Yeah.
And then she gives him the keys, and he's like, "No, let's go check it out." Because that's also set up in the movie too. How about like his, I don't know. He's like, the way I was, my upbringing and stuff, like there's no way that I'm not gonna like let you sleep in this room, or he's just like a good human being.
Well, it's also, that's another theme in the movie of like the nice guy.
Yes.
Like the quote unquote nice guy who pretends to be a nice guy.
The barbarian. Who the real barbarian is. You would think it's this fucking creature, but no.
Yeah. So when Bill Skarsgård goes back down, and he's like adamant about going down there. It just seems like a trap.
Yeah.
Like obvious in like a horror movie, like a classic horror movie trope. Like he's luring her down there. And then when she goes down there, I'm like, fuck this. Like I'm over it.
Yeah.
She just die.
Yeah.
Like,
well, and the reason why she goes down is because she hears him yelling out for her, yelling for help.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming the other person he saw down there was the old man.
Oh, really?
Because he when they run into each other in the tunnel, he was like, "There's somebody else down there. We have to go help them." I think he says help them or help him. I'm only assuming he saw the old man down there, and then
he said
came back up. Yeah. I mean, he could have been referring to mother or mama, whatever they ended up calling her.
So when Mama shows up,
yeah,
and just bashes the fuck out of his head,
laughed so hard.
Okay,
I was laughing so fucking. It was terrifying, but I was like, okay, that's the moment. That's the moment where things are gonna change. And yeah,
and that's on purpose. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like this subgenre of horror, like with X, where I was like, is it supposed to be stupid and funny and like hilarious?
It's
like,
yeah, it's very much intentional. Yeah.
Okay. But like, I don't know what this genre is. Like comedy, horror, comedy directors just like creating fucked up imagery,
dude. That's
just for laughs.
I think that's why this movie is so good at balancing both horror and comedy, is because it lures you in with the seriousness of that tone with a couple little, funny stuff here, and then when that visceral reaction like that you have to that creature bashing his fucking head into the wall. Yeah. Like you can take it either one way, like a couple ways. You can like be horrified by that, or if you're a sick fuck like me, I'm literally like dying laughing in the theater, and then hard cut, then you get to Justin Long, and now the movie becomes something else.
Yeah. No, I was cracking up too, and a lot of people in the theater also were cracking up. Mm-hmm. And Laura looks over to me and she's like, "Why is everyone laughing?" And I was like, "Because it's fucking silly."
Yeah. Like, I think that's what's cool about it though. It challenges the audience. It's like, take this for what you think it will be, and everyone's going to react differently.
Well, because if you break it down, this fully naked creature, like titties, like
flopping. That's why I thought it was like a witch too, because like it just looked. It was like super tall and lengthy.
Yeah, old titties just flopping towards and like doing that, and then just grabbing this guy and just bashing the fuck out of him. Mm-hmm. It was absurd. It's absurdist, and that's what I have. Like now that I've watched X, I understand it.
Yeah.
I understand that kind of like this is what they're doing. Mm-hmm. Like it is supposed to be funny. It's not supposed to be scary, because it is kind of scary.
Yeah,
but for the most part, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. So like the movie, I think it's one of my favorite types of movies where you're watching it. You're thinking you're watching one type of movie, and then it very much has like okay, now we're changing things up a bit. It's From Dusk Till Dawn. It's Cabin in the Woods. It's those type of movies that really they challenge the genre, and they change things up. And like I think like if a movie just did that for the sake of doing that, that's not great. But there's like a point to doing all this, and thematically it makes sense for that. I mean, well, thematically things I do think by the end make sense. Structure wise, it's all over like it is not a traditional structure at all.
It feels like I just watched like 3 different movies in one.
Yeah.
It's trying to do like so many things at once.
Yeah.
And do they all connect? Kind of.
Yeah.
I think
so.
Like, does it all pay off? Because then the Justin Long stuff, it's great.
Yeah.
It's funny. Mm-hmm. Like that whole, like he has a whole Me Too thing.
Yes.
And then that just brings him into Detroit where he owns the house.
Yeah.
And then it turns into like a little like comedy.
Yeah.
But then it goes scary again, and then because when he finds downstairs, but then he starts measuring the shit for square footage.
So good.
And again, I was cracking up at that stuff.
Yeah. That's intentional. That's like this is definitely meant, and I think it also fits in too because it is Justin Long. Most people know him for being in comedy movies, but he's also in a shit ton of horror films too. Like he always picks very interesting
Jeepers Creepers.
Both, he cameoed in the second one. Tusk, Drag Me to Hell.
Oh, I forgot.
And then Barbarian. Yeah, I think I might be missing.
But yeah, no, he does that. But then he also is like, he just talks like, "Come on, dude." Like, dude.
Well, okay, so when his opening scene and he's driving in like Malibu or something like that, like in the hills or something, and he gets that phone call and he has this like Me Too moment. Like I don't know how you were feeling, but I was like, okay, like, did he do this? Or
100% he did it.
Oh, well, like right away, I was like, okay, maybe this is a situation where like there was this misunderstanding. I don't know. He calls his friend. He calls his friend. He drops the F-bomb. Dude, I was mid-drink.
You're cracking up.
And I like just spit up. I was like, I can't believe they did that.
Yeah.
I absolutely like it.
And
in a 2022 movie, but it makes total sense for in the second he does that, I was like, okay, he's fucking guilty. God damn it.
So he gets back home to his home. Well, he owns this place in Detroit.
Yeah.
But it's like his hometown.
Mm-hmm.
But also before that happens, he's like on the phone with his mom, and the mom doesn't know he's there.
Yeah.
Because she's like, "Are you gonna come home and visit?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." Mm-hmm. And then she's like, "Dad, your dad wants to see you." And he's like, "Really? Did he ask? Did he ask for me?" It's like the saddest, like,
so sad.
Did he ask to see me?
And there is also indication that he is probably guilty, just because he's like, that fucking bitch the whole time. He just keeps calling her that fucking bitch. But
he was just angry about it.
Yeah. But I think also, I think casting Justin Long, who's like an incredibly likable actor and character, I think part of you is just like, oh, I hope it's not true. I hope it's not true. And
but then they have that scene where he calls his friend. He's like,
"Hey, what up?
Guess who's in town?" Yeah.
I felt so guilty. I was just like, I shouldn't be laughing at this, but it was so like, it was just so out of nowhere, out of left field, and it's just like, oh my god, great. Oh no.
And then like they go. The scene where he just he's talking to his friend. It's just like a one close up shot.
Yeah, and I think it like zooms in on him.
Yeah, but it's like there's no establishing shot of the bar.
You're just in the like,
they're
just
like, already in the conversation. The friend is like, "Tell me, but like, did you do it?" And he's like, "Yeah."
And he admits,
"I'm pretty persistent, bro."
Yeah.
And
she didn't say no at first. Like, it's just
and then you're like, okay, so fuck this guy.
Yeah.
But then like that pays off later when he's like, I'm a nice guy. Did I just get like tripped up in like a bad situation?
Yeah.
But like at my core, I feel like I'm a nice guy.
Yeah, this is later in the movie when he's kind of like where he accidentally shoots Tess in the movie.
Yeah.
And he's feeling guilty. Yeah. And he's clearly talking about his situation back at home, but in the moment, everyone's thinking that, he's feeling ultra guilty because he shot this character.
Yeah.
But all that goes out the window the second the creature busts through. Is like, nope, he's a piece of shit down to his core. He's not a good person. He's fooling himself.
When he literally, like, he's at the top of that silo or whatever, and there's nowhere to go, and he's like, I can get it out, but you can't, so you're going to distract her. Then he pushes her, and then the shot of the creature falling.
It's so funny.
Oh, okay. I was like, this is stupid.
It's so stupid. It's so silly. Yeah, because the way she jumps off, I thought, yeah.
Again, fully naked and rotting corpse.
Yeah.
But like alive, and then just like a straight like shot towards the camera.
Yeah. I thought she was gonna like fly up and swoop or take her away or something like that. But
I thought that's. I mean, I think we're meant to think that they were just gonna like that was like go get it, dog, and then they both die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But then she saves her, like she cradles her and like lands so the girl can live, and she does. And then Justin Long's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Like I had
no choice.
I had no choice. Like that it was you or me." And
at that point, he's like far from gone. Like there's no redemption. Because like I don't know. I think that's interesting. I think it would have been interesting for them to like I don't know challenge the audience to be like, "Oh, okay, he's trying to like he's clearly a terrible person for doing the things that he did." Yeah. But I'm also glad that they. I don't know. It would have been very tough.
Redeem him.
Yeah, it would have been very tough to be like he's. I don't know. Like he would have. I don't know if they did go that route where he does like redeem himself in the sense of just that particular situation, then he'd have to like go back to L.A., confess to what he did, and do all that stuff. And it's like, okay, great, but I just think it's funnier. Like, no, he's a terrible human being at heart, and
and nothing's gonna change him.
Nothing will change him.
Even this like near-death experience.
Yeah.
Like, this creature. Again, the imagery of the creature holding the bottle towards Justin Long's face.
Yeah.
And just like dripping the milk on his face, and he's like, ugh,
he didn't want to do it. He didn't want to do it. Yeah.
And the girl's just like, just drink it.
Yeah.
Drink it.
You don't want to piss her off.
Yeah. And then the creature tries to breastfeed
him. Yeah.
And just like cracking up again.
Yeah.
And this like absurdity, ridiculousness.
It's insane. Yeah.
Yeah. But so I was gonna say the flashback with the old man, I feel like didn't really pay off. I mean, maybe I don't know. Like, what's your? I have thoughts on it, but what did you think about?
I love the filmmaking behind it because they they do a lot of like they do a lot of oneers, and they have like this. I forget what I think in one of the interviews he was talking about what lens he was using because it almost feels like alien. It feels just very like so different from the rest of the movie, and it feels eerie because it's like the side, everything's like the focal depth of everything. It's like very much focused like on him, and everything else is like not distorted, but it's like outward. It's not like
it feels
necessarily
distorted.
like fisheye, but like a little close to that. Like the depth
Everything
of field
feels
is
like
different.
Long.
Yeah,
like his body was like super long or something,
and it was in 4:3 too. Like
it was just weird.
Yeah, I think it is definitely like the like showstopper. Like it slows it down a little bit.
Yeah.
And if it is sort of like, I don't know, if they were like, we've done this once, we've done like a hard cut, gone to something else, we're gonna do it. Everything's in threes. I don't know. Like we're gonna do it one more time and show you like where this kind of came from. And I think it was enough. Like I thought we were gonna stay with him for a lot longer. Like when he goes to the one girl's house and unlocks the thing, because that's clearly one. Because I think when he does that, the lady's dress that she's wearing pops up in that little dungeon area when Justin Long is looking. I think it was like the same dress that he saw, so it could have been like.
I mean, it's connected. So,
yeah, and he's like filming all of this stuff, so he's clearly some creep, serial killer, serial R-wordist, you know.
Well, so they don't like go into exactly what he does. And why? Because like everything was explained by the bum guy, but like very briefly, and like almost an ADR line. Like it wasn't even showing him.
Yeah,
it was like, yeah, that man, he's lived here forever. You may own the house, but he lives there.
Yeah,
and he's just been breeding women over and over until
that happened. Yeah,
yeah. But it's I guess what he does doesn't matter, or what like. I
think I don't think it matters like too much. Like they give you enough to be like, okay, this is where it started. It's because of him. How they got there, I mean, it doesn't matter. They're there. You know, they're kind of there.
It's just accept it for what it is. There's no real story there. He has. It's his wife, the creature, or is it an inbred child from him?
I think it's an inbred child. Yeah,
like
because they said like even like, like you inbred with them and then within, and there were just like more of them, and it just started stacking up or something like that.
But then they would torture women, also. Like that's
all the stuff. Like I mean, again, like it's all sort of like surface level story, world building kind of thing. You know?
But then he was still alive for some reason, and they would take like. He would be taken care of with a bell thing?
I think what it was is like he was doing that to women until they had that like inbred child, and then the inbred child grew up, and the inbred child, the mother is what I think they called her, was eventually taking care of the old man because he got sick.
Okay.
And so because he was getting sick and dying, the mother was looking for like a replacement because the girl Tess was coming in, and she spared her because she wanted to be a mother. She spared Justin Long because she wanted to be a mother to him. She kills Bill Skarsgård just because he freaks out, and they kind of established that like because they were panicking and stuff, she killed him. And so when she's down below, she's like, fucking stay calm around this thing or else it's gonna kill you.
Yeah, just go with it.
Just go with it.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, maybe there's a world or there's a movie where they could expand on all this stuff and go into more detail, but like...
But is it necessary?
I don't think it's necessary. The movie is so much, as dark and gross and weird as it is, it's a lot of fun. Like, it's so messed up, but...
Well, there is like commentary there in the flashback of like, the neighbor's like, yeah, we're moving because, you know, the neighbor's going to shit.
Yeah, there's a little something there. Mm-hmm.
So but then the guy's like, I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
And it's like, but what's his plan? To like kill people that are coming, like outsiders that are coming? I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
So there's something there. But then there is also that one line when Justin Long looks at him after watching the tape where he calls him a monster.
Yeah.
And it's like, but you're a monster because you did that to a woman. But you're calling another man a monster for whatever happened. They didn't show what happened.
No.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's like, oh, there's some smart writing there.
There's something there.
elements.
Yeah. There's a barbarian amongst them. Yeah.
Yeah. But overall, I don't know. Because you guys are horror fans
Mm-hmm.
and you guys love this type of shit.
Yeah.
For me, I'm just like, I don't think I would ever see it again.
Mm-hmm.
And Laura was like, I'm glad we have the AMC pass. 'Cause we can spend money on something else now.
I mean, hey, I'm glad this movie's making money too, which I'm very happy with. Because it's original. It's an original film, and horror movies this year in 2022, and a lot of them are original films. I didn't see Smile. I kind of want to, but also an original horror film making a shit ton of money.
It doesn't look bad.
Doesn't look. I mean, the trailer kind of made my eyes roll. Some parts. But I'm hearing pretty good things about it.
Oh, really?
I'm actually hearing a lot of good things about it.
Oh, wow.
So, I'll go out and support it, check it out. I'm sure it was low budget too. But this year is just fucking dominating with horror films. I forgot Scream came out this year. That was still
Earlier
this year. Yeah.
X. I want to revisit X again and just see it through like a different lens.
Another one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think all my favorite movies
Pearl.
this year are going to be fucking top 10 or just all horror films.
So it says Barbarian budget was $4 million.
Let's go. Let's do it.
And said Bill Skarsgård was a producer too.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that? His name in the credits.
I think.
Like, cool. Like, fuck it, let's go.
Yeah, I forgot. The director was talking about how I think he was like going for him, like I doubt that this is gonna work out. And then Bill read the script and he's like, dude, I'm in.
Yeah, that's dope.
So cool.
Because he made his money off it.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck it, I can
do whatever.
Let's just make a fucking crazy movie.
Yeah, it's dope.
And
there
the
it is.
Tagline, or the line is just, a woman staying in an Airbnb discovers that the house that she rented is not what it seems. Like,
that is so basic. So fucking basic. Yeah.
Yeah. It's made $34 million total so far.
Let's fucking go, dude. Zach Crick, give him more horror films. Do it.
Yeah.
We don't need a sequel, but you don't need just not every, because I'm afraid because of the success of X, then Pearl, and then the third movie Maxine, if they can do it sequels. Do it naturally. They had the right story, and went with it. It's not just like a money thing. The money thing is there, and that's a nice bonus, but focus on the story first.
Sequels are gonna just pop out like Halloween.
And we're still gonna have. We still have Halloween. Halloween ends. We still got it. We got that coming up. I think that's next week or this week maybe.
The 15th.
Okay, so we got a couple weeks.
Or 14th, I think it is. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So there it is, everybody. Barbarian. What did you think? Leave us your comments down below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? If you're not a horror fan and you saw the movie, what did you think? I'm curious to hear what the sort of general audiences that don't typically like horror films, what they thought of that. Because I'm pretty sure horror fans are just going to eat this movie up. I almost no doubt about that.
No, you guys, it's right up your guys' alley.
Oh yeah. I'm seeing Cody tomorrow, so I'll be like, dude, I'll tell him. But he might listen back to this too. Who knows? All right, everybody. We're gonna wrap things up real quick. We're gonna do a couple of questions from our Discord. There's not a lot. No, there's a good amount. We'll kind of just fly through them and see what's up, and then we'll get the hell out of here. Okay? Is that cool with you?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
All right. From our Discord, which, by the way, if you want to join our Patreon, it's just $3 on the $3 tier if you want to get part of the Discord. It's a lot of fun. Great people in there. They're always chatting up and everything. Celebrating Jimmy Carter's 98th birthday in the Discord. Whoa. It's always fun. Arcadio sent in a message. Give us a definitive top 5 of y'all's favorite horror movies. I give you mine. Not in any particular order, but The Blair Witch Project, The Thing, Day of the Dead, George Romero's. That's 3. I need 2 more.
Is it top 5 horror movies?
Horror movies, yeah. I'll say Nightmare on Elm Street.
No Scream for you?
I go back and forth between Scream and Nightmare.
Oh.
If I were to go to a newer one, yeah, I'd probably say Scream. I'll throw Scream. I'll go to Wes Craven's probably like my biggest influence as a horror director. For some of the oldies, him and John Carpenter. Halloween's great. I think I lean towards. I like the fantasy horror stuff. I like that shit. I like that stuff. Yeah. I go with those.
I fuck with the Scream.
Mm-hmm.
I fuck with the Faculty.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I fuck with Paranormal Activity 3.
Yeah, that's
One
good.
of my faves. Hereditary. I loved.
Also very good.
What else? Other horror stuff.
The Shining.
Nah.
Oh.
I gotta rewatch it because when I first saw it, I was like, eh.
You did see it for the first time pretty recently?
A few years back, yeah.
Okay.
I got to rewatch it.
Okay. First time I saw that movie was actually through Twister. You remember that?
What do you mean through Twister?
So in the movie Twister, they go to a drive-in theater and they're watching The Shining while a tornado is like busting through. So that was the first time I was like, oh, that's the twins, the thing.
What else? Yeah, I'll fuck with that. I don't go original Halloween just because classic.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Nick asks, ooh, here we go. What are your guys' some of your favorite time travel movies? I mean, come on, buddy.
I don't know many.
You know? Oh, okay.
I just know Back to the Future.
I mean, all three of them. You put that. That's one whole thing.
That's one.
Yeah.
A complete saga.
Looper is great.
That's
your boy Ryan Johnson.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Looper.
Looper's very good. If you want to go like fucking time, like possible time travel, Primer. That's like they like break it down to the science, so like they make it seem like it's actually possible and realistic. It's actually kind of spooky in that sense. That's good. Predestination is a very interesting one. That's the Spierig brothers, I think. And it's, I think Ethan Hawke is in it. It's a very interesting take on time travel.
I don't know that one.
What's Monkey?
12
the 12 Monkeys. 12 Monkeys. That's a cool one.
That's a fun one. Yeah.
Trying to think what else.
This one says synchronic is time travel.
Oh yeah, that was recent. Kind of. It's like time travel through drugs. It's weird. It's interesting. It's an interesting one. Yeah, that's Aaron Moorhead and Greg Benson. That's Greg Benson. I think it's Greg Benson.
Ooh, Austin Powers 2.
Oh yeah, just
Time
enjoy
travel.
yourself. Yeah.
Is that 2 or 3? It might be 3.
I thought he time traveled. Maybe does he time? Oh, he does try. Shit, you might be right. It might be 3.
Yeah.
I thought it's Dr. Evil that. No, they both time travel.
In the second one?
Yeah, I think that's because like.
That's the introduction of Fat Bastard and all that?
Yeah, because
okay, the second one.
I think they time travel in both of them.
In 2 and 3.
Yeah, because when they time travel in the second one, they have a number 2 and it's Rob Lowe and he's like young and handsome.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Austin Powers 2. It says Terminator 2 is a time travel
Yeah.
movie?
Oh yeah, both Terminator and Terminator 2 are technically time travel movies. Edge of Tomorrow. Yeah, Edge of Tomorrow is fucking awesome. Planet of the Apes, technically, the original.
Because they go in the future?
Yeah. Spoilers. Safety Not Guaranteed. That's also a good one. Donnie Darko. That's a good one, too. Ooh, Arrival. That's a good one.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's great.
I got to see it.
2001, Space Odyssey. Technically time travel. Some time travel in there.
Great.
Ooh, Contact. That's some good shit there, too. Yeah, do with those what you will.
Cool.
Let's see. Kat asks, Brian, what's your favorite Godzilla or Kong movie?
Growing up, I loved Godzilla 98.
Yeah. It's got a special place. It's not great, but
yeah,
I grew up with that one.
The new one's fun because it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's just Kong versus Godzilla fighting.
It's exactly
like,
what it. Yeah, it's exactly what it's sold on.
It's
there's
a video game.
There's like no bullshit.
Yeah, it's not like here are the humans, and then we'll see them.
I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm pretty confident that movie was supposed to be a lot longer. There's a lot more human stuff, and I think because of delays in COVID, I think they cut it down, and they're just like, just have these fucking guys fight. That's it.
It's cool.
I'm down for
they're
it.
fighting in the water on the aircraft. Like,
it's so good.
it.
They're filming the sequel right now.
Oh, they are.
Godzilla vs. Kong 2.
Whoa.
I don't know what's gonna happen, but
I mean, that's what you want. Yeah.
That's what I want. Give me more creatures fighting each other.
Yeah.
Ramon Cock, favorite album/albums when on a long drive. Ooh. I definitely go Avenged Sevenfold, City of Evil, because it's like an hour and a half long. It's a very long album.
I like their Nightmare album, like start.
That's
to
also
finish.
long too. Yeah,
Yeah.
they got a long one there. They have like a 12-minute song on there.
Yeah.
Green Day's American Idiot is a nice lengthy one. That's good.
Straightforward, straight through. It's fun
all the way through.
And I'll fuck with Metallica.
Ooh, which one?
What is the one All Nightmare Long's on?
Oh, Death Magnetic.
Yeah.
That one's pretty long too. That was that was after Saint Anger, and people are kind of like, "Oh, Death Magnetic's not great." I was like, "What the fuck? This is a nice this is great.
It's fantastic.
I love it." Those are some good ones. Any Iron Maiden album, just because you do the Best of the Beast, where all the hits are on it, and they're all just long songs. Nick asks thoughts on Death, since Cody isn't there. I'd feel wrong talking about it without him, so we'll talk about that next week for sure.
Wait till he's back.
Yeah. Manny asks favorite episode of Boy Meets World, and Arcadio put a GIF in here from the Halloween episode where there's a killer. That's the one.
That one really freaked me out as a kid.
Yeah,
like the janitor.
Yeah.
Really freaked me out.
And they're like all dead and stuff. It's great.
Yeah. That one. And also I remember in the later seasons when they were in college, they did like a Truman Show style episode.
Okay.
Where Eric like controlled Rachel's apartment.
Oh shit. Okay.
As like the Truman Show. And
Rachel as in
Rachel now, yeah.
What's her name?
Maitland Ward?
Yeah, you knew her name.
Yeah, of course I do.
Check it out. Look her up.
Yeah. I remember liking that one.
Okay. All right.
And then also like when they break the fourth wall too, and they go to like ABC.
Oh, and they're like walking around on the studio and the lot and stuff.
Yeah. Nice. Eric is like auditioning to be in Guy Gets Acquainted with Universe.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I need to go back and review it. It's hard to watch the earlier episodes when they were kids because I loved it when they were in college because they mixed it in the drama with the comedy a lot and they did some good stuff in there. Elena asks, what is something you didn't expect being doggo dads?
Well, I got a pup and he gets up at 6:30 in the morning now.
You didn't expect any of that stuff?
I mean, it's fine. What's that?
I was gonna say, do you and Laura like switch off, or is it just mostly you?
No, I'm the morning guy.
Look at that feminism out the window,
right? I'm the morning guy.
Okay,
but then he'll come back. Then we'll knock out until like 8.
Yeah.
Like he just has to pee, and then we come back and like sleep.
Yeah,
he's knocked out right now. I'll show him at the end of this.
Oh, the baby.
Because I haven't shown him on the main show. I don't think yet.
Yeah, that was definitely one. Amber usually takes him out in the morning just because she gets up early throughout the week, and then the weekends I'll take him out in the morning, and then sometimes we both go out. First couple of nights I think we both went out like super early just to see what he'd do, get familiar with everything.
Nice. What time does he normally wake up?
He's starting to sleep in a little bit more now because this morning he slept in our room, which he normally doesn't do. Ooh. And cause I heard him kind of like moving around a little bit, and I was like, "Oh, does he need to go out?" And I kind of like looked up, and he was still in his bed, but I was like, "Oh, we might as well like go out and take him out anyways." And the second he did, he just went nuts. He was like, "Oh, they're awake."
Nice.
But then so we went out like 7:30ish, and then came back, fell asleep a little bit, and then Amber woke up, and it was like he's like such a short attention span. And he's just like. Wow, like he hasn't seen us in years.
Yeah,
it's great.
This guy.
One thing I didn't expect is just like anytime if there's like any inclination, anything that I think is wrong with Draco, just like I'll pay whatever the fucking fees. Just make sure he's okay.
Make sure he's fine.
Yeah, I'll do it.
I don't care what it costs.
I care a little bit, but
I care.
Oh, whoa. He's so okay. Okay. Billy Storley, favorite Christmas movie? Jingle All the Way. There, I said it. All the Way. Yeah, I said it.
Classic.
It's actually Home Alone, but Jingle All the Way, I'll take it.
Yeah, I'd rather watch Jingle All the Way over Home Alone.
Oh, I don't know about that. Let's see. Elena asks again, how are you? Thank you. I'm doing great. It's Sunday. Nice. And I have work tomorrow. Brian has work tomorrow.
Oh, I have work tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm doing good, though. Thank you.
Thank you. Doing good, too.
Ramon asks, have you guys ever thought about the positive impact you've had on the lives of the Discord community in difficult times, including how it spawned 2 podcasts, a musical duo, a fantasy league, real friendships, and real life meetup?
Whoa.
Nah, not really. I don't think about it that much.
It's pretty sweet. I have no idea about any of that.
I would expect more of it, to be honest. Why isn't there more podcasts? Why is there not an after show breaking down every tiny little thing that we've talked about? Get on it, guys. Why aren't there more duos? I think they do a couple fantasy football leagues. That I'm not too sure. Nice. Y'all are just still doing that? Good for you.
Nice.
You guys are friends? Me, Cody, and Brian, we're not even really that friends. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's great. It's cool. No, it's very, very cool. That's all you. That's mostly you. That's all. I mean, we set up the Discord. Y'all met each other. You took it home. You
guys do it.
Yeah, you guys do it.
Do it to it.
Do it to it. But I'm glad everybody's being fun and getting along with each other. Alec MS Young, how much do you need to get Brian another? Oh, how much do you need to get Brian another tablet for Soundbites during the show? How much money do we need? How much are those?
It'll be like a couple hundred.
Couple hundy?
Yeah.
Send them in. Send them in.
Chats. Couple hundred.
Should we do an Amazon wish list?
Oh, we should.
Just put on the most random shit on there.
And dog list.
Dog
list for dogs.
Get some good dog stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe one day.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Cool.
All right, everybody. Thank you. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to read fucking names. I don't have sound bites.
Oh, I don't have sound bites either.
I'll just read off the names. Every single week, we normally give shout-outs to our $15 tier peeps and up, and they're followed by sound bites. But we ain't got it. We ain't got the sound bites on right now. I think it'll take too long to whip them up. So Aaron Woodley, Alec Emerald Young, Alexis Lopez, Anthony Marrera, Arcadio Castellanos. Yeah, Brian, say some sounds. Axel the Hungry Hippo, Billy Storley, Bob Glasgow, Bobby Mitchell, Brandon Lindsay, Brian Arsenault, Brian D, Brian King, Brian Garcia, Chris Jones, Cindy Perez, Claire Stefan, Cody Watson, Connor Kennedy, Elena Marie 10, Emmanuel Fuentes, FS1138, Israel Garcia, James Lavario, Jason Harvey, John Noto, Carl Soderbeck, Cat Berger, Kyle Johnson, Maris Thornton, Michael Bittner, Nick Reeves, Nick Wade, Pete Rich, Ramon Cock, Real Snacks Attacks, Reading 25, Sangley, Senior Film, Terry Stockwell, TJ Jones, Tyler Eklund, and finally, Wiley Todd. There it is. That was like all your Ouija and Mario impressions you can do right there.
Hold on. Are we out?
Yeah, we're about to get out, but go grab the doggo. Go grab the doggo while he grabs the doggo. But yeah, be sure to check out our Patreon. Stay tuned for some horror movie commentaries. I'll have some kind of posts letting y'all know all the spooky movies. I mean, we've done all the Screams except for the newest one. We still need to do that. Done a few Nightmare movies, a couple of the Friday the 13th movies, a couple of the Halloween movies, a couple of Disney Channel original movies, spooky movies. I'll have all those listed somewhere. Look at the baby.
Oliver.
Oh.
Want to be on the show, Oliver?
Should I get Draco? Nah, I'm not going to get him. He's too far. He's too far. Say something. Bark. Bark.
Bark.
Oh, he's such a guy. Hi. I'm your Uncle Christian. Yeah. You going to meet your cousin Draco soon? God, I hope you guys like each other.
Yeah.
They just like beat the shit out of each other.
Woo. Say hi. Oliver, say hi. You're embarrassing me.
His bark is freaking adorable. There it is, folks. Bye. Oliver the dog. Oh, his little paw. Thank you all. Make sure you guys are leaving comments down below. Hit the like button. Support the show. Share it. Share it on Twitter. Do all the things. Join us on Patreon. Check out our highlight video that we did with Eric Striffler on Pretty Much It for the Munsters versus the Addams Family. Check out, stay tuned for more Spooky Month commentaries coming very soon and all that jazz. And hey, check out our short films. Check them out. We did one for Halloween last year called Grandma, which was a lot of fun. And our Halloween short film, The Shape, is turning 7 years old. Go check that one out. And by the way, happy 6-year anniversary of the Wanger Show, which we completely missed it. It was like, oh, that's adorable. Which was like September 12th, I think. We totally missed out, but that was our 6-year anniversary. So yay! Oh, look at that little mohawk. All right, everybody. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Laura hates when I give him a mohawk.
Aww.
Put his hair back.
Not our child. Not our child. Fuck, I'm hungry. Let me get some food.
Yeah, I'm pretty hungry.
I've been eating like shit.
I got pizza here.
Oh, what kind? Domino's?
Domino's.
Yeah. Amber doesn't like Domino's, man. She doesn't really like pizza that much. I don't really like her. No. Like the things that I like. I always want like a Little Caesars pizza. I know it's not great, but
$5 pizza.
Huh?
Isn't it like $5 pizza?
Oh yeah, it's super cheap. That's why. It tastes good. All right, everybody. Check out other episodes of The Wanger Show. Check out our short film Daydreamer, as well as Grandma, The Shape, all of our other spooky movies for Spooky Month. Join the Patreon, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you all later. Bye.
Bye.